The story I have for you tonight comes from Japan. I call it tanuki and Usagi. And all Japanese folktales always begins with mukashi. Mukashi aru tokoro ni. Once upon a time, there was an old couple. Oh, they loved their house on the sea, in the shade of a tall mountain. They loved how the birds would wake them up with their morning songs. They loved how the breezes coming off the mountains would fill their house. That smell of pine. And they loved how Amaterasu, the goddess of sun, would paint the evening sky shades of vermilion and salmon and scarlet. They loved their house. That is, until a mischievous tanuki started coming around. A tanuki is kind of a badger-like creature that lives in Japan. Oh, this tanuki was so mischievous. He'd sit there and dig up the vegetables from their garden and go and wipe his hands on their drying laundry. And then he'd go to the chicken coop, and sometimes he'd steal eggs from the chickens. And sometimes he stole the chickens. Oh, he was so much... Grandfather, Oji-chan, was so angry. He went to Oba-chan, grandmother, said, "Oh, I'm going to get this tanuki. I'm gonna get him. I'm going to set a trap right there by the chicken coop. Put a little rice inside. That will get him." Next morning, he come down and, "Got you, tanuki, huh? You caused too much trouble, tanuki. I'm going to take you up to the house. I keep an eye on you." Oi, oh, tanuki. Oh, you got to go on a diet, tanuki. Atkins Skin, South Beach. No. Wegovy or maybe Ozempic for you. So, Oji-chan left tanuki. Grandfather left tanuki in care of Oba-chan, grandmother, because he had work to do in his fields. But it was New Year's, and Oba-chan, grandmother, was busy. She was busy making mochi, rice cakes for New Year's. She had the uzu, the big mortar, put hot sticky rice in there, put a little water on it, turned the rice, picked up a big heavy wooden mallet, and brought it down on top of the rice. And she put the kine down, put a little more water on the rice, turn the rice, pick up the kine and bring it down again. In the meanwhile, tanuki is in his cage looking at her going, "Oi, Oba-chan, grandmother, that looks like hard work. Why don't you let me out and I can help you?" "Oh, arigato gozaimasu. Thank you so very much, tanuki. Yes, I could use the help." And so Oba-chan, grandmother, let tanuki out of the cage. And tanuki picked up the heavy kine. Oba-chan squatted down next to the uzo, put some water on the hot sticky rice, flipped the rice over, and tanuki brought that heavy mallet down, not on the hot sticky rice, but on top of Oba-chan grandmother's head. "Ow, it hurts. Off tanuki ran up to the mountains where the train was passing by. And so, the next day, down the mountain came Usagi, the white rabbit. He was tanuki's best friend, but when he had heard what tanuki had done, he felt very ashamed. He brought a big basket of fruit and he came to see Oba-chan, grandmother, and Oji-chan, grandfather. Oba-chan was in bed with a huge lump on her head. And Oji-chan, grandfather, was trying to make her as comfortable as possible. "Oba-chan and Oji-chan, grandmother, grandfather, I'm so sorry to hear what tanuki has done. And I will make sure that tanuki apologizes, that he apologizes for what he has done, and that he will never, ever play another dirty trick on either of you again." And then Usagi went back up the mountain. Now, on this day of Japan, people would carry wooden packs. They put stuff in, this is how they carry firewood. And so Usagi got 2 wooden packs, filled them with firewood, and brought them to tanuki's house. Now, tanuki lived in a smelly old hole at the base of a big pine tree. And Usagi sat down those packs and started eating chestnuts in front of tanuki's house. "Oh, these are so good. Oh, they're so wonderful, especially with the trains going by. Oh, this is so good." Meanwhile, tanuki in his hole heard the train, poked his head out. "Whoa, oi, Usagi, what are you eating?" "I'm eating chestnuts." What was that? I'm eating chestnuts. I can't hear because of the train. No, I'm eating chestnuts. Oh, please, may I have some chestnuts? The train is making me very hungry. Oh, I'm happy to give you some chestnuts. If you help me carry the firewood back home. Oh, yes, of course. I will help you. And then Tanuki picked up that big heavy wooden pack, put it on his back, and the two friends started going down into the valley. And as they went down into the valley, Usagi got his flint and steel and began striking sparks onto the firewood on Tanuki's back. Kachi, kachi, kachi. They went down into the valley, crossed the river, started going up the other side. Kachi, 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 kachi. Usagi, what is that sound? It sounds like, kachi, kachi. Kachi, kachi. That's because this mountain we're going up is called Kachi Kachi-sama. Kachi Kachi Mountain. Oh, wakarimasu, I understand. Well, they hiked up the mountain and started going up, went over the crest and coming down the other side, and all of a sudden, all that sparks on the firewood caught, and the fire began burning, going crackle, 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 crackle. Usagi, what is that sound? It sounds like crackle, crackle. Crackle, crackle. That's because this mountain that we're going down is called Crackle, Crackle-sama. Crackle, Crackle Mountain. Wakarimasu. I understand. Smoke. Oi! I'm on fire! Usagi, I'm on fire! Oh, Tanuki, what do I do? You must lay down in the river. Where's the river? Down in the valley. So Tanuki began running down the mountainside. But Usagi didn't think that his friend had been punished enough. So he went and built 2 boats down on the beach. And a few days later, he went up to his friend Tanuki's house and said, "Oh, Tanuki, it's a beautiful day, Tanuki. Let's go fishing." And Tanuki had recovered from his burns and said, "Oh, Usagi, I love to go fishing, but I do not have a boat." "Oh, do not worry, my friend, do not worry. I have built 2 boats for us down on the beach. "Oh, let's go then. I love going fishing." And so Tanuki and Usagi went down to the beach, and there were 2 boats. And Usagi said, "Oh, Tanuki, I am light, so I need to go in a boat made of light things, like a boat made of wood. But you, Tanuki, you are heavy, you are stout. You need a strong boat, a mighty boat. You need a boat made of dried mud." Oh, yeah, it's very true that I am very stout. Yeah, I will go in the boat of dried mud. And Tanuki, let's have a contest. Let's see who can catch the first fish. All right. And so both friends jumped in their boats and they began paddling out to the middle of the bay where the fishing was the best. And Tanuki began paddling. "Oh, I can almost taste the fish now. It's so good. A little bit of water. Never mind. Oh, I'm going to beat you, Usagi. I'm going to beat you. Wait. Lots of water. Usagi, I'm sinking. "Oh, Tanuki, you've been a very bad Tanuki. First, you must swear. You must apologize. You must apologize to Oba-chan and Ji-chan, especially for Oba-chan, for hitting her in the head with a kine. I apologize. Do you swear that you apologize?" Yeah, I swear. "And Tanuki, do you swear that you will never play another dirty trick on Oba-chan or Ji-chan again?" Yes, I promise. "But do you swear, Tanuki?" Yes, I swear. It was only then that Usagi reached over with a paddle and pulled his friend out of the water and onto his boat and paddled to shore. Both friends got out and they marched over to this house of Oba-chan, grandmother, and Oji-chan, grandfather. "Oba-chan, grandmother, I am sorry for hitting you in the head with a kine. That was wrong, and I am sorry. And Oba-chan and Ji-chan, grandmother, grandfather, I promise, I swear that I will never play another dirty trick on either of you again." Oba-chan, grandmother, did not say a word. She simply got a towel and began drying tanuki off. And from that day on, both tanuki and Usagi, grandmother Oba-chan and grandfather Oji-chan became great friends. They lived long and happy lives, and tanuki never played another dirty trick on Oba-chan or Ji-chan ever again.